is the rim of Mount Pinatubo. You're probably not going to get the grand aspect of what I'm seeing here, but it's 24 years later, and wow, just breathtaking if you ask me. The water is safe to swim in. It's actually pretty good for you, so they claim. And if you see right up in there, and I just caught that, it's sliding. Wind erosion. I'm going to zoom in as tight as I can. That is cool. Very common for when it gets dry and when it gets wet, for rocks and sand to just continually erode from the mountain. So, hey, you got a little treat there. Yeah. Little lesson on the depth of Lake Pinatubo. It is 300 feet deep. At least that is the what the geologists say. They don't really know, but for the most part, that's the deepest that they can find it. And it is a sulfur rich. You can see the yellow from the sulfur there, because it is volcanic. And I sit down here in the bottom of this thing. This is actually in the hole where all those millions and billions of tons of crap came out of. Pretty awesome. Yes, it is. So anyhow, we're not allowed to go any farther than our little island, or our little shore here that we've got. There's a little nipa hut kind of thing going on there. And yeah, it's cool. Putting my fingers over top of the speakers again. But that's probably, I don't know, 400 feet, 500 feet up. Then I'm down here, and yes, I did climb over it. As you can look over there, that's where we came up and over. We came out of Pampanga, but I actually am residing in Zambales. Oh, there's some more. There's some more dust coming. Wow. Let's see, that's eroding, wind erosion. As the heat of the day, the sand loosens up, and you can see some of that dust is just coming down off of there. But we're in a pretty safe area for that, because that is all sand, whereas this is more rocky, like this crap here, volcanic rock. It's like this conglomerate bunch of crap, and there's sulfur, and this is iron rich and sulfur. What else could be here? Ferns. 24 years later though. So, and yes, there's pollution up in here too. You see people threw their bottles. It's kind of stupid, but they do it. Oh yeah, and that is still sliding down, the sand is, anyway. But yeah, I wish I could get around the corner. There are no boats up here. Nobody brought one up yet that I know of. And you're not allowed to swim in it, because 2 years ago a man went swimming and he fell in. He had a heart attack and died, so they deemed it a drowning so they could collect insurance money. So they ordered an autopsy on the body after the insurance was done, and the autopsy had declared that the man had had a heart attack and died. So, due to his own stupidity of basically running up the 7 kilometers, never resting, walking right down into the water, and he fell in. He wasn't swimming, but he fell into the water and died. And they deemed it a drowning, so then they shut down all swimming in Lake Pinatubo. Sulfur-rich lake. That's unbelievable, though. I'm not seeing any more wind erosion happening right now. Oh, there it is. Up right at the tip of my finger, it's blowing. It's coming down. Dangerous up in there. They won't let you over there. Too unstable, they say. Personally, I would take my own life into my own hands and deal with it, but whatever. Whatever. So yeah, highlights of my Philippine vacation. I have now crossed off Mount Pinatubo from my bucket list. If you didn't know, the day after I graduated high school in 1991, Mount Pinatubo erupted, and that was one of the things that I thought, while I'm here, I might as well take a look at it, because I remember it so vividly in my mind. So anyway, yeah, there you are. One last look. One last look.